Good afternoon, Gatorball DC fans. Mitch Wonder here today, October 16th, 2020. We have some Friday night tournament action. It's the Northern Virginia PSL tournament at South County Middle School. Gatorball DC taking on MVP Royals National. Gatorball is the home team. Always trying to get the camera a little more straight. I've got the lineup for MVP Worlds 2021, and I will do my best to get all the names right. Leading off, Connor Hale, number 0.
Ben and left. Is that Ben left?
I can't see that far.
You don't have the lineup?
I do. I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, okay.
Swing and a miss. Just inside. Leadoff walk, runner on first. Jack Wallace catching. Kai Lexus on the mound. First, Jeremy Jensen at second, Jeff Coakley shortstop, Robbie Lee at third base. In the outfield, Ben Wander in left, Xavier Rowe in center, Luke to center, single. Oh, and that was Warren Holsmer. Coming up next is James Trientos. Strike one. Time called. Runners on first and second, no outs, top of the first. Ground ball too short. Hit hard. Runner reaches. Evan Smith at the plate. And he's the third baseman, number 25.
Nice pitch.
And for the scoring stuff, I'm just going to pull it from our Game Changer, so if you saw something different, I agree with you too.
Hey!
We moved over to a turf field. There was quite a bit of rain overnight and this morning. With the turf field, we were all on schedule for this tournament. 2 brackets, each with 4 teams. The teams all play each other, and then the top 2 teams from each bracket will move on to play a bit more on Sunday. Previous batter was scored as an error by who's ever running Game Changer for us. Fourth batter, Evan Smith at the plate. A little bit low. Walk and an RBI. Bases remain loaded, and we got a mound visit. Fouled off. Top strike. And this is Colin Tuff, left fielder. Sounds like a broken bat. Drops into shallow center field. Pair run score. Can't quite read the name here. I'll have it for you. Campbell, Jamaica. And he's the catcher, number 42. No. Checks the runner. Ball strike. Doesn't get the call. Full count.
Why don't you call me over the weekend sometime?
Ground ball to third. Gets past him. Runner comes home.
Stand up.
Runners on first and third, courtesy runner going in.
One down.
It scored an error. Runners on the corners. Out there. Oh, I did miss the line out, so there is one out. Calling tough line out. Coming home. Got him. Jack takes it on his own. Two down. Jake Carpenter. Ground ball to third. With a long stretch. Out. Eli Moore laid out, made the catch. Three runs on one hit, a pair left on base, and two errors. Middle of the first. If this called the play-by-play on the All right, let me give you the lineup before we. I'll give my apologies for miscalling something. Coakley, Lexus, Wallace, Jensen, Grobel, Lee, Cooper, Moore, Wonder. Jeff Coakley leading off. Yeah, I think I did not realize that Colin Tuff's hit was caught, and then there was a tag up off of that. But it's just me looking at Game Changer, the game, and also keeping a little scorebook with some color commentary notes. Outside.
I don't think that's so in the process of what we're showing I'm
inside. Foul back. Inside. Both teams with leadoff walks. Kai Lexus, number 8. Go to first. A called strike. Bottom of the first, second batter for Gatorball. Hi. Gatorball wearing the white shirts with blue and gold trim and lettering. Royals go to first. Royals with a black shirt, blue and white lettering, and gray pants. Called strike towards the upper edge of the strike zone. Off-speed pitch, strikeout. One down. Jack Wallace. Runner on first with one out. Another throw to first. So at least lately I don't move the camera around much, focus on the batter and pitcher and a little play-by-play. You find some others that try to spin it around. But it's a bridge too far. Runner going on the hit and run. On a bounce throw, out at first. But with the runner going, that broke up, which certainly would have been a double play. Jeremy Jensen. Two outs, runner in scoring position. Swing and miss. For those watching this at home, after it gets uploaded to YouTube, it's 58 degrees here in Lorton, Virginia, with cloudy skies. Most of the players have long sleeves on, if you do not. Second baseman skips in, trying to hold him on outside. Ground ball, too short, bobbled, picks it up, still out, recovered. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. 3-0 after one. Oh, good morning. Second baseman. Followed by Nate Williams and Jason Dwyer, then top. Called strike. Full count. Swing and a miss. Nate Williams, number 32, with one out. Fouled off on this field. It's a middle school field. The screen is just straight up, about 25 feet back from the plate. Turf field, turf mound. Higher fence in left center and all of right field. There's a multi-purpose field over outside right field. And dead center and left field have a lower fence. Called strike. Swing and a miss. Pair of swinging strikeouts. Jason Dwyer and then Top. Ground ball to third. Eli Moore with the beautiful, beautiful scoop. Grove will lead Cooper in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 3-0 ball game. Xavier Roble leading off. Harry Lee on deck. Always see me trying to adjust the camera. Fouled off. Yes. The road off in the distance is not straight. That's probably what's driving me nuts about everything trying to be straight. Followed that in, low. Not looking.
Ben. He hasn't broke 80 yet. Sound the alarm if he breaks 80.
Fouled off. Two down. Pearson Cooper. Nobody on. Bottom of the second. A ball. One count. Called strike, top of the strike zone. Okay, change the angle a little bit. Who knows? Always looking for that perfect angle. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down, all on strikeouts. 3-0 ball game, going to the top of the third. And top of the order for the Royals.
Nice haircut, Jack.
Top of the order. Connor Hill. Called strike. Connor walked and scored the first run for the Royals. Back in the first inning. Got him swinging. Ball dropped and Jack put the tag on. Three out of the last 4 outs have been strikeouts. Done ball to third. Safe. Warren Holtzner. James Trentis reached on an error in the first. Called strike. Last batter was a single. Another strike.
Take a breath. What did I do now?
Runner going. Ground ball past a diving Moore, and with the hidden run, it will now be runners on the corners. One down. Runners in the corners. Potential double play.
32.
Evan Smith.
32. Let's go, Kyle. Let's roll it.
Runner going. Swing and a miss. Jeff Coakley cuts off the throw and checks the runner at third, who did not take a step. Runners on second and third. Evan Smith at the plate. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Runner doesn't go. He could not tell where it was going to bounce. Ground ball to first. Runner scores. Runners on the corners again.
32, let's go. Come on down here.
That scored a fielder's choice. Go to first. Colin Tuff hit that. Called strike. Runner goes. Got him. Jack Wallace throws him out. And after a brief discussion, the runner retreats to the dugout. Now 2 down, with a runner on third. 4-0 ball game. Takes a chop at it and sends it over towards the Gatorball dugout.
I'll throw 3 more of those.
Low. Looked close and dipped just a bit too much. Ground ball to third. Safe first, run scores. Scored a single. Runner goes. Not in time, and I think the ball kind of squirted away too. 2 down, runner on second.
Get the batter, guy.
Campbell Chineko at bat. Fly ball.
We got a guy. Come on.
Off the fence. Double looked like it was one bounce off the fence. Direct off the fence. Direct off the fence. For a stand-up double and RBI. Jake Carpenter's bat.
Straight back.
Runner advances to third.
It's getting colder. Halfway up.
Halfway up. So close.
It's low there. It's
Okay.
high
Oh,
inside.
God. Yeah.
So it lows. It's lower. Left.
So another 5 feet. That was. Hop down the right field line.
A lot of fouls. Yeah.
Called strike. Caught off. One, 2 count. 2 outs. Runner on third. Another one fouled off. Lights are coming on here.
Called the county. Told them cloud cover. It's heavy. We need to get them on early. Jumping up.
Line drive to left center, knocks in a run. Bo Caballero.
Got him!
Low to first. Pretty darn close, but safe.
Shortstop on this team has been committed to North Carolina since he was in 8th grade.
Excellent. Swing and a miss. Ball straight back. Runner on second with 2 outs. Strikeout. Four runs on, let's see, 4 hits,
It's in post.
no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 7-0, middle of the third. Elijah Moore, Ben Wonder, and then top order Jeff Coakley in the bottom of the third. Ground ball. Third baseman charges, scoops, throws, 1 down. One down, Ben Wander, and then top. Called strike. I see.
You good, Ben? Not you, baby.
1-2. Two. Out of play. Not looking. 2 down. Fouls it off. Introduce yourself, and we're top of the order here.
Who's up?
Jeff Coakley.
Got Jeff Coakley up. Coming in here out to the live feed, we got Ben Isaac. My name's Ben Isaac. And I'm going to be helping out with the commentary. Looks like that's a ball outside. Count is 3-2.
Yeah, it'll pick up everything. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base.
Tough
End of 3.
outing. Tough outing there for Gatorball. Was that 3 up, 3 down?
Absolutely.
Brutal. Coach Robinson does not look too happy walking across the field there. Hands in the pockets, trying to stay warm on this frigid October night. He's actually donned his Gatorball cap in the last couple innings, as opposed to just rocking a dread. So very unfortunate the way this game's going, but hopefully Gatorball can turn it around.
Going into the top of the 4th, it's a 7-0 ball game. Nate Williams coming to the plate.
7-0, huh?
Hi, Nate. Find money?
No.
Fastball right down the middle, fouled off by the gentleman from the Royals. bright red helmet and a bright blue undershirt is not the best combination, if you ask me. What's your first name?
Mitch.
Mitch. What do you think about the red and blue combination, Mitch?
You know, to each their own. You get a lot of variety out there. Some teams are all standard, and some allow for some individual
There's a
fashion
fastball,
choices.
Blew it right by him. Jack goes down to Robbie. Robbie Lee made a couple errors in the beginning of the game, but he looks to have come around here and is warming up to the field and the weather here. There's a high strike.
Jason Dwyer, number 2. Then top of the order.
There's a poke off the end of the bat and a nice play by Gatorball's second baseman, number 6.
And top of the order here.
Oh, that was not top of the order.
That was bottom. This is top. Connor Hale, number 0, 00. Reached on a walk, scored a run, and then a strikeout.
And Hale is an extra hitter, I do believe, so
Yes.
he is not in the field. And if a manager puts an extra hitter at the top of their lineup, I'm guessing that he works good at bats and he's pretty selective at the plate, which it looks like he is. He just took a low in the way slider there. See how 00 Hale goes after this next pitch. Fastball right down the middle, fouls it off, high, up, and away to the third base side. Count is 2-1 on the batter. There's a slider dropping in low, picked by Jack behind the plate. Fastball up and in, fouled again to the left side of the field. We're losing balls left and right here, and in the time of coronavirus, balls are not allowed to be thrown from side to side. Each team must manage their own baseballs. Oh, there's an inside fastball pulled through the 4-hole for a base hit, and our extra hitter in the 1 spot has his second hit of the game?
First hit.
First hit of the game. Congratulations to 00 Hale. The wind is really starting to whip here. It's coming in from the right field line, helping our lefty pull hitters out quite a bit.
Warren Holsmer, number 15, 2 for 2, with a boot to center field and a ground ball to third base. 2 singles. And 2 runs scored.
High outside fastball. Looks like Kai kind of pulled off of that throwing motion a little bit. Did not stick his landing as well as he would have liked to. Another outside fastball, fouled off to the first base side, and almost decks a passing runner on the track there. A little scary moment here at South County High School.
And it goes. Swing and a miss.
Slider low and away, swing and a miss, and throw is late. And the runner advances safely to second base. Good throw there by Gatorball's catcher. Jack. Shortstop Jeffrey Coakley clutches and grips and throws him out first. Another clean inning, no runs scored by the Royals, and a clean inning by Gatorball.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base.
Hey,
Oh, correction, one hit.
one hit that
One
inning.
hit and one runner left.
Does this record as well?
Yes, yeah, we're recording a game feed.
Cool.
I think it's
Put it
not
up on
live, though.
YouTube. Not live, yeah.
So I could like tell a joke?
Absolutely. As long as it's pretty clean.
Yeah, you gotta look at the camera though.
Why didn't Frankenstein have any kids?
I don't know why. Did
Because he had a hollow weenie.
Excellent.
some
You only
humor
can use
there
that the
from
rest of this month, though.
Will do.
some humor there from our home plate umpire. What's your name, sir?
Doug.
Doug. Home plate umpire tonight. Doug has quite the stash of jokes at his disposal on a cold, blustery evening here in.
Coming up, Lexus Wallace Jensen.
What town are we in, Mitch?
We're in Lorton.
Lorton. Home of the state prison, is that right?
It was the DC prison, and now it's been converted into housing and other uses.
Okay.
Looks like everybody's putting on an extra layer or two or three.
Except Gatorball starting pitcher, Kyle Alexis, who remains in the jersey that was issued to him by Gatorball DC. And to our catcher's credit, Jack, he is also donning only a t-shirt tonight. There's a fastball right on the outside corner. That was a great pitcher's pitch. Kai, the pitcher's counterpart, the opposing pitcher, is shaking his head at that call. It's like an inside changeup that misses for a ball. Also misses the catcher's glove. Did not squeeze that one, so to speak. Outside fastball up and away. Count is now 2-1. The pitcher, Kyle Alexis. What a last name, Alexis. Slider inside on the inside corner for a strike. Fought that one off, and it looks like it's going to drop in for a hit in there in right field. Kyle Alexis, starting pitcher for Gatorball DC, is on with a base hit in the top of the
Bottom of the fourth.
bottom of fourth. Head coach James Silk goes over to congratulate his pitcher on the nice base hit, and for all you viewers at home who cannot see all the way over there to the first base coaching box, James Silk has actually taken off his sunglasses now, and we're approaching probably 7 p.m. coming up soon here.
And that was the first hit for Gatorball. Getting it started now. Never too late.
Never too late to get a rally going. That is a fact. Low and outside strike there, right on the black. was Gatorball DC's catcher, and I'm sure he was too happy about that call, having caught many pitches from Kai this game that may or may not have been right. Great eye by the batter there. Slider blown away, drifting off the plate in that last 10 feet or so. Very good plate discipline. What's Jack's last name?
Wallace. Jack Wallace.
Jack Wallace is committed to Haverford. Jack Wallace, the Gatorball catcher who's batting right now, is committed to Haverford College. Mitch, is Haverford located in PA? Is that right? We have no clue.
Google is my friend.
Google is our friend. And there's the drive to center field. It's pretty deep. Center fielder has a read on it though, and that's going to be out number 1. Kai retreats to first base.
Pennsylvania. Yes. In Delaware County.
Delaware County, Pennsylvania is a very good academic school, from what I hear.
Jeremy Jensen. Sporting. You want to give the commentary on the red hoodie?
Yes, he's sporting a red hoodie there. I'm not really sure what the text is on the right. It says something baseball. I got that much. There's a slider low and in the dirt. Both catchers on either side doing a great job at keeping the ball around the plate and not letting too many pass balls. There's a strike right down the middle. Cutter outside, throw down, and the throw is in time. And Kai Alexis is thrown out, trying to advance to second base. There's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. The count is now 2-2 for the Red Riding Hood. This will be a cutter driven in the gap, but the center fielder is there to put it away for the 3rd out of the inning. Score is still 7-0.
7-0.
7-0.
1 hit. Nobody left on base. No errors, no runs.
The MVP Royal Nationals are in the lead. Now in apparel changes for the Gatorball DC coaching staff. Pitching coach Rick Conti, who showed up in shorts, has now donned the sweater and has the hoodie on and the mask for added warmth. Right-handed pitcher Ben Wander has been put into the game. And my partner in crime here, Mitch Wander, is looking for the updated lineup to figure out which spot in the batting order Ben Wander was put in for. we'll have that update for you in just a moment. You know what spot he was put in for?
We'll find out in a minute. We got James Trantos, Evan Smith, and Colin Tuft coming up. And let's see. I think everybody is the same. There's no changes in the field. People just moved around.
Yep. Got the gun? First pitch looks to be a slider out and away, or low and away rather. That is ball one on the batter. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Count is 1-1. Slider low for a ball. High strike. Count is now 2-2, and that is an 80-mile-per-hour fastball. The newest addition to the broadcast team is Sam Walswing, and he's running our radar gun for us. There's a slider fouled off at 68 miles an hour. So to give you guys at home an idea of what it's like to see that difference between a slider and a fastball, you get an 80-mile-per-hour fastball in on the hands, and then a slider low and away, just like that pitch that was framed very nicely by Jack Wallace, but the count remains 3-2. Full count pitch. Fouled very sharply to the left base side. Down the line, looks like the Royals are sending one of their bench players to jog down the line and go retrieve that ball. Still full count here on the leadoff batter in the top of the fifth inning. Ooh, strike right on the outside corner, and the ump seems to be signaling to the home dugout that there was quite a bit of space in between his idea of a strike zone and where that pitch ended up.
Evan Smith.
And there's a strike right on the side. Fastball. Throw over from Ben. Wander to first base. Robbie Lee is now playing first base for Gatorball DC. Slider inside as the runner advances to second base. Pitch. Okay. High inside fastball and hits the batter on the right shoulder. Yeah, runners at first and second base here. Really? That's you. That was it. Yeah. strike drilled in the 5-hole. Oh, and the left fielder Elijah Moore misplays it, and the run scores easily. Throw comes into the shortstop. Sam, what's the name of our shortstop? Jeffrey. Sorry, third baseman. Who's third base? That slider low and outside for ball 1. Fastball outside, ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Count now is now 3-0. Runners at second and third. Royals up 8-0. And that's ball 4, low in the dirt. Base is loaded now. And looks like the Royals are sending a pinch runner over to first base to take the place of their pitcher. High inside fastball, right under the chin. For a ball, 1-0. We got Sam Allswing here, and I'd like to ask him what he thinks of Jack Wallace's North Carolina blue cleats.
I mean, for the best catcher in the DMV, it's a pretty poor choice.
Best catcher in the DMV? What do you mean by that?
Just best catcher.
Best catcher out there, and it's a pretty poor choice of cleats, is what newly committed pitcher Sam Allswing is telling us here on this Friday night.
Oh, good pitch, attaboy.
Good high pitch, got the batter to chase there. Another high pitch, got the
Good
batter to
change
chase.
up, baby, attaboy.
And a strikeout for Ben Wong.
One down.
Outside fastball looks to have lost his landing point a little bit there. And he's now 1-0. He rocks. He winds up and throws the fastball right in the outside corner.
Spot, Ben.
Count now 2-1 on the batter. Another high fastball fouled off onto the track. This time narrowly missing a pedestrian.
Let's go, Ben.
Count is now 2-2. Great stop by
Way to keep it in front,
Gatorball's
baby.
catcher Jack Wallace. Fastball up and away, and an RBI is granted to the batter as a bases loaded walk occurs. Looks like shortstop Jeff Coakley is coming in with the catcher Jack Wallace to Sol, the newest addition to the Gatorball defensive.
Ben said you like Nichols.
Fastball on the outside corner, of course, right. Speed off-speed, fouled back and catching the beautiful evening sun here in Northern Virginia. The sun is just tucked behind the trees out there, and quite the sky set we have this evening. Fine outside fastball.
Let's go, Bam. Bear down, kid.
Count is now 1-2. Pitch. Inside slider, gets the batter to chase, and that's a strikeout. Now the 9-11 hitter.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 11. 10 hitter.
The bottom of the order, number 2 by the name of Dwyer is up. Just takes a ball on the inside half. Count's now 2-0.
Good pitch.
There's a good pitch. You may be able to see, but you may not be able to see, but Ben Warner had a nice smile on his face right before that last pitch as he gets the batter to check swing on that last curveball high and inside. Oh, there's a battling defensive hit right there in foul territory. Robbie Lee picks it up. And as alluded to before, the sun is really quite the spectacle right now here in Lorton, Virginia.
That was 82.
You guys may be able to get an idea of what we're witnessing here on the upper left part of your screen, but it really does not do it justice. To be in person this time is quite the spectacle. And oh my gosh, and the head coach of the MVP Royals Nationals goes headfirst into the screen trying to catch that foul ball. I really haven't seen that much effort by a head coach on a foul ball in quite some time. That was a great effort, although it ended in a face plant. And that's looked to be a low strike, but says it's a ball, and here we are. The second bases loaded walk in a row for pitcher, relief pitcher Ben Warner.
Everybody, head for the hills. The California fires are coming. Everybody, get the Atlantic, hurry.
Yeah, and that's a pretty accurate statement by our home plate umpire, Doug. The sky is bright orange. I mean, this iPhone camera does not do it any justice. If I could pan up here, I would, because four seagulls or something are flying through, and it looks quite majestic here. Pretty spectacular.
Ricky.
What is not spectacular, however, is Gatorball DC's deficit here in the top of the fifth inning. They're losing 8-0. and they have just put in relief pitcher Michael Himmelstein, number 3. Michael hails from Bethesda, Maryland. If I'm correct.
Cumulus spots. Yeah.
I mean,
Some nice cumulus spots there.
really nice. What did you call them? Cumulus clouds?
I guess.
Is that
That's
the
only
phrase?
cloud type I actually have.
Yeah, I mean, those are some serious looking clouds there, and they're cotton candy pink. I think if Gatorball DC takes one thing away from this game, if they go on to lose, given their deficit, it's that even when times are tough, you can still find beauty in the world. This game seems to be, for Gatorball DC, seems to be a microcosm of what the international society is going through right now with this pandemic. There's still beauty out there, folks. Just gotta look hard. Now, the batter steps up to the plate. His name is Hale. Number is 0-0, and he had a single through the right side of the infield. Last at bat. Takes the ball away. There's a high ball. Count is now 2-0. And looks to be a high strike. Count is now 2-1. Or is it 1-2? 1-2?
Yeah.
Count is now 1-2 on the batter. There's a high breaking pitch.
Good pitch, Mike.
Does not catch the zone though.
Let's go, Yank.
Count is now 2-2. And that looks to be a bomb. In fact, that baseball lands just shy of the fence in foul territory out in right field, and the right fielder Pearson Cooper picks it up and throws it in. And the Gatorball infielders console their pitcher, reminding him that that is only a long strike. However, it really is not a strike because the count was already 2-2. There's a breaking ball inside, fouled off again to the right side. A little shorter this time, however. It's still 2-2. And for the second inning in a row, Double O Hale rips a single through the right side. Throw goes into Robbie Lee, but it bounces off his glove and ends up in the catcher's mitt. And 2 runs score for the MVP Royals. The score is now 10-0. My counterpart, Mitch, looks at me and has no clue what the score is because it is quite the blowout here.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for game changer update.
And there's a hit batsman, throws the bat down in frustration. Not sure if that frustration is warranted given the enormous lead they have, but he throws it down regardless. Probably hurt. That's probably what it was. Bases are loaded again here in Lorton, Virginia. Now, for all you nature lovers out there, the sky set is still quite the spectacle. It's taken on more of a ripple-y effect. There's a breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1 on the batter. Time. Batter calls time. The atmosphere here in the stands at this 18U ball game has lightened up quite a bit in the last few innings now that the deficit is so large. And there's a foul ball way off to the left side, certainly in the brush, potentially in a neighbor's driveway. It's a long strike. as the Gatorball infield put it last at bat. Count is now 0-2. And the pitch. And breaking ball high, skied to left field. Elijah Moore has no idea where it is. Jeffrey Coakley ran out the shortstop to catch the ball, and it landed right in between the shortstop and left fielder. Looks like 3 runs just scored for the MVP Royal Nationals, and is now a complete blowout as the informal baseball definition goes. The runner takes third base. There's now a man at third with 1 out, I believe. High outside. Because 2-0 here in Lorton, Virginia. And that's a strike. Great battle back for Gatorball's new pitcher, Michael Himmelstein. And there's a long foul ball. It's going to be in play, though. Lands in foul territory. Gatorball is shortstop and third base, going to the fence, taking a good bid for that foul ball. Right as the rain starts coming down here on this cold October evening. It's not quite cold enough to be snow, though. As the weather changes, the losing fans and the home plate umpire start joking around about this game getting called short given the weather. Home plate umpire seems enthused.
Make a pitch, Mike!
Slider on the inside for a ball, and it's now 3-2. Man on third. 1 out. And that's a low strike for ball 4, and the batter has no clue that it's ball 4, but we'll be happy to find out that he can in fact take his first base. It's a base duly owed to him by the laws of baseball. It's really starting to come down here in Lorton, Virginia. No one seems to be too worried about it. There's a fastball in the dirt. Tried to scoop. Jack Wallace attempted to scoop, but did not come up. We're starting to hear chatter in the fan section about leaving this game early. It seems to be a Los Angeles Dodgers style fandom here in the bleachers. Leaving in the 5th or 6th inning to beat the traffic. And no, I did not choose to bring up the poor fanmanship of the Dodgers organization because Gatorball DC's pitching coach, hailing from LA, has gone out to make a pitching change.
You look coached.
And pitching coach Ricky Conti throws his hoodie back on to retain all the warmth that he can as he leaves our screen here.
The pitcher goes to some school for that.
Pitch from pitcher Michael Himmelstein. Fakes the second base. No one really thought he was actually going to throw it, though. There's really no point in going after that base running, given the run deficit. There's a high fastball. Missing by about a foot. Northern Virginia travel ball umpire denotes ball. There's a fastball driven to center field, right at the center fielder,
Thank God.
however, and that is the end of the inning. Looks like that is going to be the game here. It looks like they've called it due to... No, it is not. Everyone is... Oh, okay. Never mind. False alarm. The Royals take the field, and looks like Gatorball DC will have one more at bat to prove their worth. The inning is going to be led off by number 4, Jamari Burris, followed by number 28, Jonah Hill. No, not Jonah Hill. That's a famous actor. Jonah Weiner. And in the hole for Gatorball looks to be Danny, number 30. Right after the catcher is on the money. Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for Gatorball. Gatorball DC is Jamari Burris. He's hesitant there because the umpire is joking around about how he has another game after this, and it's pretty impartial to when this game ends. There's a strike by the starting pitcher for the Royals on Jamari. Another low strike. Count is now 0-2. Good defensive hack there by Jamari Burris, and the ball is fouled to the right side. Still 0-2. Chop to the left side, however, it goes foul, dribbles foul. And the count is still 0-2. Batter for Jamari Burris, who's now hustling back from first base. Jamari Burris is one of Gatorball DC's fastest runners, and it's a smart move by head coach James Silk to put this rising star in for a late inning comeback here. Some energy and momentum out of the bottom of the Gatorball roster might influence the rest of the team. There's another good defensive hack. Fouled off the backstop. Count remains at 0-2. Pitch. Foul ball right at the back, and it dislodges this camera's position. And you're now seeing the bottom half of my pointer finger readjusting the angle here. And swing and miss. Jamari Burris goes down. Jonah Weiner steps up to the plate as Mother Nature steps up with some serious rain here. The pitch. And that's a drive to center field, and it gets just under the diving glove of MVP Royals shortstop. And that is a one-out single here for Jonah Weiner, really taking advantage rather of his late inning playing opportunity here. He is quite the hustler and plays that way. Now, Gabe Alexander steps up to the plate, backup catcher. And there's a hefty swing and a miss as this rain really starts to freeze the bones of all athletes involved and fans not involved. The pitch, high fastball, another hefty hack by our man Gabe Alexander, number 33. Again, the backup catcher for DC Gatorball, 18 years. Good eye there, low fastball in the dirt. Count is now 1-2. You can see that the sun has all but disappeared now. And there's a swing and a miss. Gabe Alexander goes down on strikes. Now with 2 outs, steps up to the plate, number 30, Danny. Fastball taken down the middle for strike 1. Jonah Weiner taking a conservative leave over there at first, knowing that his run is one of many needed to make a dent in this lead. There's a off-speed, looks to be a slider, right in on the outside upper corner for a strike. The count is now 0-2. And the pitch, 0-2 pitch. Fastball right down the middle, swung on by Danny, and that is going to be it for the bottom of the 5th inning.
Give the final score?
Looks like the game's still going on.
Game's still going on. Got it.
That's what I
Someone over
I was
there thought
wondering-
that there was a run limit, but there is not.
was wondering that too,
We've
Mitch.
got another 15 minutes then.
I saw neither team move a muscle, both huddling under the small shelter that is the dugout here as this rain comes down harder and harder. But the bench players are reluctant, as to be expected, to get out there and play this last inning.
We got a lot of time.
I'm just hearing in my earpiece that there's 28 minutes left to play until no new inning, as the NVTBL rules permit. Pitchers now Luca. Help me out with the last name. Cornhouse. Cornhusk?
Cornhusk.
Cornhusk.
Last time I talked
Right.
to Bud was days ago.
And he is sitting at 68.
That time I think the figure was 14.
The studio is pleased to have Robbie Lee join us in the late innings. Robbie Lee started the game at third base and is now donning a brown sweatshirt to combat the chill and the rain here. Luca looks to be sitting 63 to 67. That was a slider at 63. Fastball, let's see, 67. Hopefully you can get some batters out for DC Gatorball. He hopes to get a rally going here. Late innings. Throw by Jack Wallace, a little high. Jeff Coakley jumps and snags that out of the air. You guys look a little tilted here. Let me just adjust y'all. Despite the rain, despite the cold, it was a beautiful evening here on this hilltop in Lorton, Virginia, former home of the DC prison system. There's a low fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Luca Cornhusk is a 17U starter, but is getting the opportunity to play up today on the 18U travel ball team. There's another low strike. Brought it up a little bit, but still not good enough for Northern Virginia. Travel ball umpire has 2-0 is the count. And a ball on the outside. Count is now 3-0. There's no third base coach and no green light admitted. There's strike. Gas him up at 71. Again, Robbie Lee is managing the radar gun here as there's another ball in the outside half, and we are up and away in this top of the 6th inning with a walk to first base. Jack Wallace, the starting Gatorball DC catcher, is really hanging in there on this cold October night. Still has not picked up a long sleeve shirt. And there's a fastball down the middle, fouled off to the right side, landing on the track, missing the jogger by about 20 feet, scaring the living daylights out of he or she, him or her. And there's a slider on the inside part of the plate, but missing for a ball. That is count as 1-1. It was a great stop by Haverford commit Jack Wallace. Count is now 2-1. Another fastball low and away in the dirt. Count is now 3-1. Starting pitcher Kai Lexus out there at second base seems to be having some laughs with his starting shortstop Jeffrey Coakley. And there's a ground ball to shortstop Jeffrey Coakley. We've been working on this in practice. We've been working on the double plays rather, but they failed to turn a double play. Rather get the out on at second base, despite the ball being dropped. The umpire made the call that the ball was dropped on the transfer, and thus the out is recorded at second base. There's now one out, man on first, a new batter. There's a slider inside for a ball. On the pitch. Little slide step there, and that is a strike. On the outer half, count is now 1-1 for Luca Cornives. Has not looked over to check his runner out. He does take a peek there and he steps off. Shouldn't be too concerned with that batter given the enormous deficit. And there's a slider low and in, but it remains seen as a ball. It's now 2-1. Strike up and in. Weak ground ball to shortstop. Off balance throw by Jeffrey Coakley, and is an out recorded at first base. Runner advances to second. And a great play there by Gatorball DC shortstop Jeffrey Coakley, donning the jersey number 1. Open stance. Does not appear to give him the intuition to swing at that fastball right down the middle. It is 0-1 on the batter. And an inside slider deduces the batter to his knees as he gets hit and then sprints down the first base line like a bat out of hell. And then returns to sprint back to the dugout because he's the pitcher and they're putting in a courtesy run. A lot of running for nothing, it seems. But hey, gotta get your work in. And here's the bottom of the order. The Royals pass ball, runner advances to third base as the catcher Jack Wallace tries to stab that, but comes up short on the breaking ball from Luca Cornives. Mitch, any update on the score here?
15.
It is 15-0.
Top 6.
Top of the 6th inning. MVP Royals have the lead. Cowboys now 1-1, I believe, in the batter. Don't quote me on it. And there's a high fastball fouled off to the first base side.
A little bit of rain coming down, 57 degrees.
As the count is 1-2 on the batter. There's a low fastball in the dirt. Nice block by Jack Ross. Again, Haverford commit. Count is now 2-2 on the MVP batter. There's a strike as the batter decides to throw his bat down and jog to first base as though he knows the strike zone better than the umpire. Quite the way to show up the umpire here on this Friday night when you have a lead 15-0. And the pitch, fastball grounded to third base. Third baseman makes a great play to retire the side. A little off-balance throw there. And the score remains 15-0. MVP Royals. Approaching the bottom of the 6th inning.
Top of the 6th. Or, correction, bottom of the 6th. I'm waiting for Game Changer to update, but definitely bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, it's getting a little chilly. In fact, I'm bored. Yeah, you're right. Can I stay back here? You have to stay off to the side. Yeah, sure. I don't know how you're going to rotate to third base.
Luka Kormaz leading it off. And if I'm reading this right, we're at top of the order. 15. Outside.
Love it.
Strikeout, one down. Top of the order.
Relief pitcher. Corner just goes down there.
screaming line drive right to the center fielder, perfectly positioned. That was quite the rip by Gatorball's shortstop. Great-
Perfectly positioned with a step in and then a giant reach. But yes, perfectly positioned.
Well said, perfectly positioned that center fielder.
Two down.
He's a slider for a high strike. The 0-1 pitch. And a weak chopper over to shortstop, an off-balance throw in the dirt. And the runner seems to have beat it out there as the throw pulled the first baseman off the bag.
Give me one, baby. Let's go, Wiley.
Another update on the Gatorball DC coaching staff's attire. Head coach Shane Silk has put his hood up as the temperature drops to 57 here in Lorton, Virginia.
Wileywood at the plate.
Fastball up and away there.
And that was Evan Leon who reached, batting for Kai Lexus. He's on first now.
Man,
Got a scored as a single.
He's swing and a miss. Evan Leon. Pitch and a grunt, and that is a strike 3 called. There goes the bottom of the 6th inning for Gatorball DC.
One runner left on, and that was on a hit. Top of the 7th.
Head coach Robbie Mateo continues to look displeased with his 18U team this evening.
Got Gabe Alexander behind the plate.
Going in to replace Jack Wallace. Gabe Alexander is quite the hard worker and attends DC Dynasty's workouts on Friday morning and can be heard listening to music ranging from UB40 to Kesha to Miley Cyrus. It's quite the character, that Gabe. Throw down a perfect one-hopper to Jeffrey Coker. Luca Cornide still in the game. Appears again to face the top of the order of the MVP Royal Nationals. This is Double O'Hale, has 2 hits to the right side, right in between the first and second baseman over the past few innings. A lot of dirt on his hand. Another fastball inside, pulled sharply to the right side. Fouled up and away behind the backstop.
Back that way.
Count's now 0-2. Fastball low and away for ball one. There's a breaking ball in for a strike, but hit to the left side to Jeffrey Coakley, who drops it amidst these lighting conditions and proceeds to spike the ball into the ground, visibly displeased with himself. It's a really tough night here for our fielders. There's rain coming down. It's about 55 degrees, and the lights are only so high in the sky. They can't track a fly ball in all circumstances. Tough bid there for shortstop Jeffrey Coakley. Inside fastball, almost brushing the shirt of MVP Royals Battle. And the pitch. Fastball low and away, gets him to swing. The count is now 1-2 on the batter. Man at first. No outs. The pitch. Slider breaking low and away. Gets away from the catcher Gabe Alexander, but recovers nicely. No advancement by the runner. Fastball in the dirt. Count is now 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off behind. Ooh, and narrowly misses a runner, or a walker rather, on the track as she had her earbuds in and was on the phone with someone, and the ball narrowly missed her. Another scary moment here at South County High School here in Lorton, Virginia, former home of the DC prison system. Gentlemen are now on first and second base here for the MVP Royals, trying to get another little rally going here in the top of the 7th inning. There's a fastball on the outside. Runner is advanced to second and third base on the pass ball led up by catcher Gabe Alexander. And the 1-0 pitch. Another fastball in the dirt. Stopped pretty nicely by catcher Gabe Alexander. No chance for the runners to advance on that one. The 2-0 pitch. That's a low ball just above the dirt, and the count is now 3-0. No sort of connection or eye contact has been made between the batter and the third base coach, so no green light has been given. It'll be all on the batter if so. And there's a swing. The ball is popped up right around the first base line. The catcher Jonah Weiner digs hard but cannot come up with the play, falling over as he lunges for the ball, lost in the evening darkness. Batter now needing to tie his shoelace after that run out at first base. Looks like something might have come undone under his Adidas shoes there. He says, "To hell with these batting gloves. I really need to tie these shoes. People are waiting on me." gives a chuckle in there to his father or mother or whomever is cheering him on behind the dugout. Refits his Under Armour batting gloves. Again, a poor choice in contrast with ruby red batting gloves when their main color is black and blue.
Mike Hargrove.
All right. Play ball, says the field off. It's about time. Under his breath, remember when shot. And the strike. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, if you enjoyed this commentary, there's a foul ball just behind the fence here. And a new baseball is issued to relief pitcher Luca Cornaz. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder, if you liked or disliked this commentary, please let us know in the comments section below this video. Please also like, share this video, and subscribe. It would help our channel and our travel ball baseball program out quite a bit. I'm hearing the murmurs of DC Gatorball coaching staff, mainly head coach Robbie Mateo, getting a little impatient with their team's ability to retrieve foul balls on this dark October night rather. A little dribbler over to second base and a throw over to first base, but dropped by Jonah Weiner. Tough play for both players. The ball was hit off the end of the bat and had a lot of spin on it. Kind of hit the turf and then took a sharp turn. Definitely catching the second baseman off balance there. He made a quick recovery through to first base, but the throw is not caught by Jonah Weiner over at first. And there's an outside fastball that is fouled up and away into the night sky on the third base side. And the pitch. Another fastball up and away. Count is now 1-1 on the batter. The 1-1 pitch. And another foul ball up and away over the third base dugout. The rain is coming down a little softer now here in the top of the seventh inning. Yeah, and there's a fastball high and in. Just nicked the elbow guard of number 25, Smith. Bases are now loaded for the MVP Royals, trying to stage yet another rally here late in the game on this Friday night.
Come on, launch something. Drive it, drive it.
And that's a strike on the inside half. It's really not been a strike most of the game, but as you can imagine, umps are getting a little frantic here to end this. Ground ball to second baseman, a quick feed to second base, and we have the out recorded at second base as the runner comes in and scored. It is now 16-0 MVP Royal Nationals. And there's one out. Fastball inside, fouled directly behind the backstop for strike number 1. A new ball deposited to Luca Cornaz in the pitch. Fastball low and outside. Runner advances to second base, rendering the double play not in order. There's still one out. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball right down the middle, fly to right field. The right fielder is there, and the throw in, and the relay to home is not in time from Jonah Weiner. The runner kind of stumbles over home plate, and scrapes up his arm on the turf field, but scores nonetheless, and it is now 17-0, MVP Royal Nationals. Now a runner on second base with 2 outs. And outside ball in the dirt, stopped with a nice quick pick from Gabe Alexander. The pitch, high and in fastball. Count is now 2-0. 1 low and away fastball, 1 up and in fastball. I wonder what he's going to throw next. The pitch. Fastball down the middle, skied right at the center fielder, Xavier, for the 3rd out. And that is the end of the top of the 7th inning. We're now going to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Gatorball DC 18U travel ball team is going to look for quite the comeback, or at least some sort of rally to keep themselves emotionally, physically, and mentally in this game. The inning is going to be led off by 15-year-old 16U player Ethan Barry. He is a left-handed hitter, sporting high socks on this Friday evening, and also deciding to not wear an undershirt. The pitcher in for the MVP Royals is still the same pitcher that started the game.
And he has like 60 pitches.
And apparently he has 60 pitches.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And he's already committed to JMU. Apparently 10 of their players are going to D1.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are hearing the voice of our newest addition to the studio, Maria Barry. And she promptly leaves the studio. For whatever reason, she seems to be microphone shy these days with her new election campaign for neighborhood council. But as you heard, the pitcher is committed to James Madison University and has only thrown 60 pitches. There's a strike on the outside half on batter Ethan Barry as head coach Robinson Mateo gets over to third base. And the pitch. Up and out. Count is now 1-1. And here we have the payoff pitch. And there's an oppo fly ball to left fielder for the MVP Royals. And that will be 1 out. The batter now for Gatorball DC is donning a gaiter, it seems, for both warmth and coronavirus protection. It's number 4. This is Jamari Burris, and he just fouled that first one off to the back of the screen for the first strike of his at-bat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that sliding glove in his right pocket as he takes that slider for a strike. That sliding glove is there to protect his throwing hand if and when he gets on base. Oh, and there's a liner hit right at the second baseman. the field ump denotes that in fact was a catch, and that line drive is for naught as Jamari Burris lines out to be the second at bat of this inning. PO Sam Allswing steps to the plate. And there's a huge hack from the Central Connecticut State University commit. It's a high strike. Another pitch right down the middle, yet on the low part of the plate, it seems, according to the Northern Virginia Travel Ball Association umpire. Another fastball, and Sam Allswing takes a huge hack, pulls his head, and is really trying to get a good swing on this ball. The count is now 1-2 on the pitch. High fastball with a huge grunt from our James Madison University commit out on the mound. We have James Madison University versus prospective Central Connecticut State University, and a veteran move by the PO in the batter's box here, calling time on a 2-1 count. 2-2 count, rather. And the pitch. A low and outside fastball for a ball. The count is now 3-2. Sam Allswing hopes to put his team on his back. And there's a high swing and a miss, and down goes the side. We now approach the top of the 8th inning. Both teams tip their caps to each other.
You get the final score?
Yes, the final score is
15-0.
I think it's 17.
Maybe 17-0.
17-0. MVP Royal National.
18-0.
18-0. Holy Johnny.
18 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Gatorball, no runs on 3 hits and 5 errors. We want to thank Northern Virginia Travel Baseball League for organizing this tournament. This is the first game of guaranteed 3 minimum. And also on behalf of Gatorball, this is Mitch Wander and
This is Ben Isaac. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in, and it would help us out a lot if you like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube video and share it with friends and family. Thanks again for tuning in.
have a great baseball day.